Hey gorgeous, ready to feel incredible today? Today we're transforming your look with 5 outdated hairstyles making you look older. Replace them with these and I promise, you're going to feel amazing. So many beautiful women don't realize that certain hairstyles they've worn for years are actually adding a decade to their appearance. The good news? The fixes are simple, stunning, and so much more flattering. We're covering 5 common style traps and exactly what to replace each one with. By the end, you'll have a completely fresh perspective on your hair and a gorgeous new direction to take it. Let's do this together, beautiful. Part 1. The overly stiff perm. Replace it with soft, lived-in waves. Alright, ready for this? Let's talk about the stiff, tight perm. You know the one. Rows of rigid curls sitting perfectly in place, not moving an inch. It was everywhere in the 80s and 90s, and honestly, it did its job back then. But today, that rigid structure reads as dated, and it can actually make your face appear harder and older. The replacement is soft, lived-in waves. Think movement. Think touchable. Think effortless. Here's how to create that modern wave effect at home. Start with clean, slightly damp hair. Apply a lightweight mousse from roots to ends. Just a palm-sized amount is plenty. You're building soft hold without crunch. Next, take 1-inch sections and wrap them loosely around a medium barrel wand. Hold for just 8 seconds, then release. Don't brush it out yet. Let each wave cool completely before touching. Once everything is cooled, run your fingers, not a brush, gently through the waves. This breaks them into that gorgeous, natural-looking texture. See that movement? Beautiful, right? For extra softness, mist a flexible hold spray over the whole style and scrunch lightly upward. That scrunching motion is everything. It lifts and separates without disturbing the wave pattern. How's it feeling so far? You're doing beautifully. Now why does this work so well for mature hair? Soft waves reflect light along the curve of each strand. That light reflection actually creates the illusion of volume and vitality. Rigid curls block light and flatten the face. Loose waves lift it. For fine or thinning hair, go slightly larger with your barrel. 1¼ inches gives gorgeous body. Use a humidity-resistant spray to keep those waves fresh all day. And that's it for this step, easy, right? Part 2. The helmet head blowout. Replace it with soft, face-framing volume. Okay gorgeous, here's where the magic starts. The helmet head blowout, big round, sprayed solid into one immovable shape, was once the ultimate sign of a polished woman. But that sculpted dome sitting on top of your head is one of the fastest ways to look older than you are. It adds width where you don't need it and removes all the softness that makes a face glow. The replacement is soft, face-framing volume. Lifted at the roots. Flowing gently at the sides. Nothing rigid. Nothing stiff. Here is exactly how to build it. Begin by applying a volumizing root spray directly to your roots while hair is still damp. Flip your head forward and rough dry using your fingers. No brush yet. This builds natural lift from the very base. Once hair is about 80% dry, bring your head back up and section the top away. Use a medium round brush on those top sections, directing the hair slightly back and up as you dry. That backward direction is the secret to natural lift that doesn't collapse. At the sides, angle your brush gently downward and toward the face. This is where the face framing magic happens. Those soft pieces curving toward your cheekbones, they immediately soften your features and brighten your whole expression. Gorgeous, right? Finish with a light hold spray, not heavy lacquer. Mist it from at least 12 inches away for a natural, movable finish. How's it feeling so far? You're doing absolutely beautifully. Why does this style work so well? Volume placed correctly draws attention upward, lifts the appearance of the whole face, and creates that youthful energy that rigid styles simply cannot deliver. For fine hair, a Velcro roller at the crown while you finish the sides adds incredible staying power. And that's it for this step. Wasn't that lovely? Part 3. The severe center part. Replace it with a soft side part or curtain effect. Let's begin beautifully. The severe center part pulls hair straight back from the face with perfect, ruler-straight precision. And while it looks striking on younger faces, on mature skin it does something we really don't want. It draws the eye directly to the center of the face, emphasizing lines and pulling the features downward. It also removes every bit of natural softness from your silhouette. The replacement is a soft side part or a gentle curtain effect. And the difference is genuinely breathtaking. Here's how to make the switch. Start by finding your natural side part. The place where your hair naturally wants to separate when you push it gently to one side. That spot is unique to your face shape, and almost always the most flattering position. Using a fine-tooth tail comb, draw a soft, slightly curved part, never a rigid straight line. A curved part immediately reads as more natural and modern. Part it about an inch off center rather than directly over one eye. Now bring a few soft pieces forward on each side of your face. These are your curtain pieces, and they are everything. Let them fall gently alongside your cheekbones. See how that immediately frames your face. Gorgeous, right? For the curtain effect, take those face-framing pieces and wrap them loosely around a small barrel iron, curving them slightly toward your face. This gentle inward curl creates a soft bracket around your features that is incredibly flattering. How's it feeling so far? You are doing so beautifully. This works because diagonal lines created by a side part are naturally elongating. They draw the eye upward and outward, exactly where we want attention to go. Use a light shine serum on those curtain pieces to keep them silky and smooth all day. And that's it for this step. Transformative, right? Part 4. The flat, shapeless bob. Replace it with a textured, layered bob. Okay, gorgeous, here's where the magic starts. The flat, shapeless bob, blunt edges, no layers, sitting heavy against the face, was designed for straight, thick hair. On fine or thinning mature hair, it lands completely flat, removing all illusion of volume and making the face look wider and heavier at the jaw. It is one of the most common style mistakes we see, and it is so easy to fix. The replacement is a textured, layered bob with movement and personality. Here is exactly how to style it beautifully. If you're working with an existing bob, ask your stylist for soft, feathered layers, especially around the face and through the ends. You don't need dramatic layers. Even subtle graduation through the ends creates enormous visual movement. At home, begin with a volumizing mousse applied to damp roots. Rough dry completely before any styling. This gives your layers something to work with. Using a flat iron, not just for straightening, take sections and create gentle alternating bends. Bend one section forward, the next slightly back. This alternating pattern is what creates that gorgeous, full-bodied textured effect. See that dimension? Beautiful, right? At the ends, flip just the very tips outward slightly on some sections and softly under on others. This irregular movement stops the bob from looking like a solid block of hair. How's it feeling so far? You are truly doing wonderfully. Why does this work so beautifully? Layers and texture break up the heaviness of a blunt line. They create the illusion of thickness while actually removing weight, which is exactly what fine mature hair needs. Finish with a texturizing spray. Work gently through the mid-lengths and ends. And that's it for this step. What a difference, right? Part 5. The pulled back tight bun. Replace it with a soft, low chignon or relaxed updo. Alright, ready for this final transformation? The tightly pulled back bun, every strand scraped back with maximum tension, sitting high and stiff on the head, is a style that genuinely ages the face faster than almost anything else. It pulls the skin taut in unflattering ways, exposes every fine line around the temples, and creates a severity that removes all softness from your beautiful features. The replacement is a soft, low chignon or a gently relaxed updo. And the difference will genuinely take your breath away. Here is how to create it. Begin without brushing your hair completely smooth. I know that feels counterintuitive, but stay with me. Instead, apply a small amount of smoothing cream through your lengths, then loosely gather your hair at the nape of your neck. Low is the keyword here. Low is modern. Low is flattering. Secure loosely with a fabric-covered elastic. Now, and this is the step most people skip. Gently tug small sections loose at the crown. Not messy, just soft. These released pieces should frame the very top and sides of your head with a gentle, relaxed fullness. Twist the ponytail loosely and coil it into a low knot. Pin with a few bobby pins rather than pulling it perfectly tight. See how that softness changes the whole silhouette. Gorgeous, right? Pull a few face-framing pieces loose at the temples. Let them curve gently alongside your face. This is everything. Those pieces soften the entire look immediately. How beautiful does that feel? This works because a low, soft updo creates vertical length through the face rather than horizontal tension. It lifts the appearance of your features gently, elegantly, and naturally. Finish with a light hold mist to keep everything beautifully in place without stiffness. And that's it for all 5, you absolute star. And just like that, beautiful, you've created this stunning look. 5 simple switches. 5 genuinely transformative changes that are going to make such a beautiful difference every single day. From soft waves to face framing volume, from a modern side part to a textured bob, to the most elegant low chignon. Each one works with your natural beauty rather than against it. I know you're going to wear this with such confidence. If this tutorial helped you, please like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and comment below with your results. I read every single one.